profit is about 3,000 euros. It's a little bit low.
Would you believe that you would already generate 3,000 euros profits in your first month?
Never. If I can do this in 1 month, let's see what I can do in 6 months.
But why then business belts? Like, how were you convinced that you could get better results on a faster pace?
I knew when you share the numbers, I know that it's possible. In Dutch, I would say the easiness of Mel's, how he sets up a campaign. Very efficient, click, 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 done. And I was like, really? This is it?
Yes, Noel. Good afternoon.
Hi. Good afternoon, Thomas.
How are you doing, man? Live from Bangkok. You're also calling from Bangkok, right?
Yes, exactly. Here in Bangkok, currently it's raining, I hear, but normally it's not too bad.
It is raining here. That is very true. Yeah, I was just looking. I was actually just working at the office. Now I just walked to home, and it is raining. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
Anyway, good that. Do you hear background noise, by the way? Because they're doing something here.
Now suddenly, yes.
Okay. Good, man. So, Noel, good that you're here today. You joined Business Belts only a month ago, so you've only been in the program for a month now, and you've already done great results. So, before we dive into that, could you introduce yourself? Tell a bit more about you.
My name is Noel. I'm 35 years old. Live in Bangkok already for 4 years. I really wanted to stay here, so I decided to take up on e-commerce to see what I can do. Fortunately, it's working out great, especially the first month. I didn't expect it to go that well. There's a lot of ups and downs. There was a lot of ups the last 2 weeks, but I will see how far it takes us.
Yeah, I mean you're only live for a month. You're only part of the program for a month, and you're already showing great results. So thanks for the introduction. So you're originally from the Netherlands, but you've been living in Thailand for 4 years now, right? Bangkok.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. And what did you do before you joined Business Belts? Were you working on something?
I was working in a marketing agency, so I
Cool.
already knew a little bit about marketing, of course, but the only issue I had was the direct response marketing, and I learned a lot from that in Business Belts. So it helped me a lot.
So are there some similarities compared to the marketing agency you worked for, or like the direct response marketing that we do with Business Belts, or?
Of course, the basics. There's like 50% the same, but still the direct response thing, I didn't know. Like I knew maybe a little bit in theory, but now seeing it in practice and it really works. That's very interesting. Yeah.
Nice. So before you joined Business Belts Marketing Agency, then eventually you decided to join Business Belts. Why? That is because, you just mentioned it. You were actually looking for a way for you to be able to stay in Bangkok, and you said that goes already well so far, only in a month. Later more about that. That's great to hear. How did you find Business Belts? Like, how did you get in touch with us?
Because of your YouTube videos. You inspired me because I was working the last 6 months was just a little bit like fed up with the day-to-day stuff. So I saw you mainly, I think, of course, the initial videos for you staying in Bangkok, but then you had the trip to Krabi, and that really took me over the edge. So that was like, okay, I want to do that. I'm already here for 4 years in Bangkok, and it's like, oh, I never even tried Muay Thai, so maybe that's next year.
Nice, man. So you were kind of convinced by the YouTube videos that we go with the community to Krabi.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, and I also remember that before you joined, you wanted to meet one-on-one. That's also what we did here in True Digital Park. We had a meeting, we sit down together. I also remember that you committed right away, like you did not even need to think about it more. You said like, okay, let's start. Boom, you made the payment. I still remember it. What made you eventually deciding to join Business Belts?
Because I know I did dropshipping before, like 4 years ago, 2019, 2020.
Right.
And I know the struggles of starting a store. So I did it then, and I knew back then it was through Google. So doing it then, it took me at least, I think, 6 to 8 months to get it profitable. So I did a lot, so I don't have this time. So let's just go into this course, see how far it takes me. And so far it has worked out, so that's fine.
You were already working on it for 6 to 8 months before, and then in order for you to get profitable, that took 6 to 8 months.
Yes, but the previous store, that was 2019, something like that.
But why then business belts? Like, how were you convinced that you could get better results on a faster pace? Like, how exactly?
Let's just say that the numbers. I was a little bit. I knew that when you share the numbers, I know that it's possible. It's not like oh these numbers are just straight. They just scam or something. No, I know
Yeah.
these numbers are possible. So yeah, I just believed and just hope for the
Yeah.
best.
And were you considering to join another program, or was it only business belts which got your interest?
Mainly because you were also in Bangkok, so
Yeah.
that
Okay.
took me over the edge. I follow a lot of drop shippers, but yeah, these all flaunt with the nice cars and whatever. That's not really not my thing. So let's just work hard and try to make a real business. That's more
Yeah.
my style.
Nice, man. Good to hear. Okay, so then, part of business belts, like you're now 1 month in the program. You
Yes.
work with business coach Mels, my brother, which is also living in Bangkok, Thailand. Accountability coach Rudy also lives here in Bangkok, Thailand. How do you experience it so far? Let's say first when you got onboarded, before you actually started with your one-on-one program.
In the beginning, it was a little bit, how do you call it? Just jumping in the like jumping in the water.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit, yeah, you get a big checklist. You got to do this. You got to do this. And I did all that. I'm always a little bit quiet, so I don't ask a lot of questions. Maybe I should have done that in the beginning sooner, because I was a little bit
Yeah.
stuck with the Shopify thing. But then when I decided, guys, I'm ready to start, then it like really it changed my life a little bit, because I still remember I like to work. I like to be behind my computer. But then Rudy calls me out on it and says like you have to make work in blocks. And I do that now as much as possible, of course, just to get away from the computer as well. Just like because you need to clear. I already understand that because there's a lot of ups. You need to calm down your mind just to stay a little bit level. And
Yeah.
With Mel's, it's going as good as I can hope. Really, there's no issue there.
1 month in the business belts program. We're
Hmm.
diving into your results soon. I know that you already have a few thousand euros profits in your first month. If you look at like the coaching and stuff, like you were already someone who understands marketing, but I mean the business belts program is for everyone, also complete beginners, right? Do
Hmm.
you feel that you learned a lot already in the first month?
Ooh, if I would start from the beginning, it would be very challenging. I think if it's
Why do you think that? Because the majority of the people starting from scratch and they also do results in fast. But I'm just
yeah,
wondering
yeah.
how you're thinking.
Yeah, because with the definitely with the agency ad accounts, I never had a experience with that. Like
Okay, yeah.
the whole structure thing. Like if you and then when I thought about it, okay, it made sense because if you are running a store, if you only rely on one ad account, okay, that's and other. I think normal people won't understand this if you tell them that you need an agency account. Like, so for
Hmm.
why? What else? Yeah, if you really starting from scratch, yeah, it's just it's not difficult, but you have to do a lot. That's the thing. You just
Yeah.
have to put your head down
Right.
and work. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now you're a month in. Could you
Hmm.
maybe share your screen and show some results of what you have done in the first month?
So this is my store. You can see the screen, right?
Yeah. Love 30 days. Oh wow. 164k Danish crowns. That's 22,000 euros in revenue.
Yes,
And
exactly.
what is the profit?
Profit is about 3,000 euros. So it's a little bit low. Well, I discussed this with Rudy. He decided like let's focus on more profitable products. So I tried to add new creatives. I went up to 9 creatives, but then Rudy just told me like okay, let's just stop please because there is more easy ways to get money.
Okay, the profit percentage is on like around 14%. I agree it should go up, but you're only 1 month in. You make already 3,000 euros profit in your first month. So
Yes.
you're making already good steps. How does that feel?
Yeah, I really had a lot of highs the last month. Yeah, it's been a while since I had these highs, and
Yeah?
that's a great feeling. Yeah, it's a great feeling, especially the freedom as well. Like working all day, that's fine, but then sometimes when you just step out the door and just the shop is still making money, and that's the best feeling ever.
Thanks for sharing this, by the way. Like, I really appreciate that. 30
Hmm.
days in, 3,000 euros profit. I mean, that's 100 euros a day. That's like 4,000 baht a day almost. That's decent.
Yeah, but the nice things are that like coming here, I had days of 800 euros profits. That's the
Yeah,
goal
and
for
now
me.
it
The
goes a
goal.
bit down probably because there's something with your meta, with what you told me that, right? There was an issue with your account. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
If you think about it before when you were joining, you just told me like, hey, I believed in the numbers, like I knew it was real, you could achieve it. Would you
Hmm.
believe that you would already generate 3,000 euros profits in your first month?
Never, never.
No?
I would no. I was really. I hoped for it, of course. Like there's like okay, let's do this as fast as possible. But making 3,000, no, I this is we're still scratching the surface. I know that because it's like if I can do this in 1 month, let's see what I can do in 6 months. So
Mm.
I also with Google it just took a long time to get some sales in, and then it grew up to be sustainable, to like consistent. But yeah, here getting sales so fast. I even had the first product I had was like the first night when I went to sleep. I had 3 sales already in one go in the
Oh
night I
yeah,
went to sleep. So it was perfect. Yeah, it was a very good feeling.
nice, nice. Thanks for sharing your screen, by the way.
Stop it. I can stop
Yeah,
it
yeah,
or
that's
no?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What is next for you? Like you're only at 50, I think 50% of your program. There's still like a month one-on-one coaching to go, and of course, you have lifetime access to the community. How do you look
Hmm.
at that? What do you think? What's the next step for you?
I think the next step is just first of all getting the ad account back. That's step number
Uh,
one, and then yeah, testing more. I think the biggest leverage you can get is just test more, just test more. You have to do a little bit with some thought into it, of course, but I think that's the I'm at product 40, 42 or something, so it's not even that bad. Like let's imagine like with 4 products, I can get an 800 euro profit a day. So let's say
yeah,
you have 10 good products, then the sky's the limit. That's really nice.
right. Okay, so for now, it's just keep doing what you're doing, optimizing, learning more from the guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I also got like a customer service lady now, so that
Oh,
I
so
listen to your
you're already building a team now.
yes, I listened to your advice. So directly after the call last time, I just okay, I know somebody who helped me before, and she's doing it now. No complaints. I'm still helping her a little bit here and there with some questions. But yeah, next step is I think is a product lister
Yeah.
because that's taking a lot of my time now.
Okay, great, man. Um, it's nice that you already have that mindset because you said it earlier. You joined Business Belts to build a business. You join it to just build an online web shop. We're here to build like a real business. Do you already have a feeling that you're starting to build a business?
Not yet, but that's just a matter of time because it's just
Right,
so much is relying on me right now.
right.
I'm a big bottleneck right now because I'm just wasting time just listing and then
Yeah, I mean you're
whatever.
learning, so you're not wasting. You're still learning.
Yeah,
But I
yeah,
understand what
exactly.
you say. Nice. Okay, great, man. And like, was there something outstanding that like really surprised you about the program so far, about Business Belts?
In Dutch, I would say the easiness of Mels, how he sets up a campaign. That
The
was really
efficiency.
surprising. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
efficient.
very efficient. Click, 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 done. And I was like, really, this is it? Because normally I'm a bit more technical. I like the dashboard and everything, so I really check everything. But the way he just sets it up, it's easy. It's easy to understand. So no, that was the main thing. It's like, okay, is it really this easy?
It is actually, if you do it day in, day out, consistency, that is the thing where people go wrong. That's why you have accountability coaching. And what does stands out the most for you in terms of accountability coaching?
That Rudy, definitely rightfully so. He sometimes has to push me a little bit because I'm just like the first week or 10 days I didn't fill in my profit sheet consistently,
Oh,
but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it was only one product, so I was like I can do it in my head. But
Yeah,
then I had 4 winners, so then and it was the Chinese holiday.
yeah.
And then suddenly I really wanted to know the ROAS, so I wanted to know everything. And then yes, I completely understand. You have to just fill in the sheet. So because with 4 products you cannot do it mentally because it's not
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
I'm doing
Okay.
that now.
Yeah, cool. If someone is watching now and they're considering to start with e-commerce, what would you tell them?
I have a friend. I already told him to join. Mickey.
Oh,
Mickey joined I think last week or
yeah,
something. Yeah, that's what I tell people. Just do it. Just do it. If I can do it, if I can do this in a month, I'm not that special. I think a lot of people can do it if they just put in the work, because I did work a lot. Yeah, that's true. The last month.
Yeah, and you gotta keep working a lot
Yeah,
to
exactly.
remain on these numbers and go even further from there. So that is about the, like, you truly believe that if someone joins the Business Bots program and they work hard, they will get the results.
Yes, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, that's it. That's what I told you as well. I think the course, the mentorship, it just works, especially with the mix between Mels and Rudy. That also works. I think especially for everybody. I think that because only with Mels it wouldn't work, only with Rudy it wouldn't work. So them both together, it works perfectly.
Yeah, so having two coaches in the program is what you, for you stands out the most and what really makes the program actually as efficient and good as possible, right? Yeah. Okay, great, man. Is there something else that you would like to share? Anything?
Yeah, to everybody listening, if you are stuck in your job, just go for it. Just please do it. You owe it to yourself. That's what I would tell them.
I like
Definitely.
it. It's a motivational speech that we're receiving from you. And I always say that as well, but it's also nice to hear it from other people and people also watching and say like, yeah, it's easy for you guys to say because you have done it already. Yeah, okay, but I also made that first step. You also made that first step. Like if you
Exactly.
would not have made that first step, you would have been, I don't know where you would have been, maybe still in Bangkok, but time is ticking and you gotta go back to the Netherlands. But now you can stay in Bangkok and that's what you want.
Exactly.
Sounds amazing, Noel. Thank you for your time. Keep going, okay?
I will. I will. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Stay in touch.
Thomas.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.